I'm Michelle Cordova. I'm a Sac State alumna. I have a BA in two-dimensional art studio, 1997. Becoming an artist at Sac State, I really didn't have a plan. I saw a guy walking across campus holding a giant portfolio, like an art portfolio. And I was like, I want that. I want to be that person, that student. I started out in psychology, and then on the orientation day, I switched my major to art. I'd always painted, and I just went for it. And so I didn't know what the future would look like for me, but I just kept going in that field, and it's now my whole world is art. In my 20s, I tried acrylics, and I just never looked back. It was just like I found my medium, And it's so versatile. I use it on wood, canvas, paper. You can use it washi on paper like watercolor and layers, or really thick on canvas. So it's just the most versatile medium there is. And then I also use watercolor and ink on paper. I do a series of greeting cards that I've been doing for a long time. I used to sell them at Beers Books. Now I just sell them out of my studios. Since I graduated, I've been basically working as an artist. I've been building my skills painting, and I've been teaching now for over a decade, teaching art, two-dimensional art technique. And I've exhibited my work in Sacramento, and mainly now I just work in my studio, and I participate in Sac Open Studios, and I have the public come in and look at my work, and that's what I'm doing right now, teaching art and painting, what I love. I had a show in the University Art J Street facing window a few years ago, and that was really special to me. I've been shopping there throughout all my schooling, and I teach there now. So having my artwork in that window is really precious to me. If you're just graduating, especially if you're art studio, firstly, keep in touch with your professors. I'm in touch with a lot of the professors from my time, and they're like your first contact, your connections into the art world, and they know people, and you already know them, you've already worked with them. Ask if you can email them, and then make an effort to actually keep in touch with them over the years. And then they don't forget you. I have several professors from that time that know me now, and I wasn't lost in the mix, And then my biggest advice is to be your own biggest fan. You have to love the work you're doing, because then no one else, do it for you and because you love it, and then put it out there. And whatever reaction is beside the point. And then the biggest advice is to keep going. I've had so many times when I was so down, I got rejected from a juried show or whatever, and I just kept going. If you need to have a part-time job to support yourself as an artist, make sure you paint on the days that you're not working, or whatever your medium is. Just keep going.